What if everything you've ever learned about human history was completely wrong? Imagine ancient artifacts so bizarre, so advanced, that they don't just raise questions. They shatter the timeline we've all been taught. From objects resembling modern-day technology to tools found where they absolutely shouldn't be, these discoveries don't fit into the clean, linear narrative we've come to accept. In today's video, we're diving deep into 5 ancient artifacts that historians struggle to explain. And that might just prove humanity's past is far more mysterious than we ever imagined. These aren't your typical archaeological finds. These are clues, messages from a forgotten past, and once you see them, there's no going back. Welcome to Ancient Mysteries Revealed, where we uncover the secrets that mainstream history tries to ignore. In this episode, we're about to explore 5 powerful relics that could rewrite what we think we know about our origins. Whether you're a student of history, an amateur researcher, or just someone with a curious mind, this video will open a door to a new reality. One where ancient civilizations might have been far more advanced than we ever gave them credit for. Stick around until the end, because the final artifact might change your view of human history forever. The story we've been told goes something like this. Humans slowly evolved, invented simple tools, discovered agriculture, then gradually built cities and empires. But archaeology tells a more chaotic, unpredictable story. Sometimes objects surface that don't belong. They're too old, too complex, or just too strange. And when that happens, most historians dismiss them. But what if these out-of-place artifacts aren't mistakes, but evidence of a chapter in human history that we've lost? What if ancient people knew things we've only recently rediscovered, or maybe haven't yet? Let's begin with one of the most mind-bending artifacts ever discovered, the Antikythera Mechanism. Found in 1901 in a Roman shipwreck off the coast of Greece, this 2,000-year-old device was dismissed for decades as a pile of corroded gears. But when scientists finally examined it in detail, they were stunned. This ancient machine is an analog computer, capable of predicting eclipses, tracking planetary positions, and even modeling the phases of the moon. Nothing like it existed again for over 1,000 years. How could the ancient Greeks possess such knowledge? Was it passed down from an even older civilization? And if this was just one device, how many more were lost beneath the waves of time? Next, let's head to Egypt and examine the Saqqara Bird. This small wooden sculpture dates back over 2,200 years and was discovered in a tomb near the famous Step Pyramid. At first glance, it looks like a simple bird carving, but aeronautical engineers noticed something strange. Its wings, tail, and shape resemble a modern glider. Some experts even created scale models and tested their ability to fly. The results? Shockingly successful. Could this have been an ancient model of a real flying machine? Was it a toy, a symbol, or a memory of a technology long forgotten? Mainstream Egyptology says it's coincidence, but the design speaks louder than speculation. Now we move to Iraq, where a curious artifact known as the Baghdad Battery was discovered. These ceramic pots, dated to around 250 BCE, contain a copper cylinder and an iron rod. And when filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice, they generate an electric current. That's right, a 2,000-year-old battery. But why would people in the ancient world need electricity? Some suggest they were used for electroplating gold onto silver. Others believe they played a role in spiritual rituals. Whatever the case, it challenges the assumption that electricity was a modern invention. Could ancient civilizations have used power in ways we've never imagined and never documented? Our next artifact comes from Colombia, the Quimbaya Airplanes. These small gold figurines, created by the Quimbaya culture over 1,000 years ago, have aerodynamic shapes eerily similar to modern aircraft. Wings, vertical stabilizers, even tail rudders, it's all there. At first, scholars labeled them as stylized birds or insects, But when scaled-up models were tested by modern engineers, they flew. That's right, they were functional. Could these be replicas of flying machines seen in the sky? Or are they simply evidence that our ancestors understood flight better than we think? Either way, they push the boundaries of what we believe ancient people were capable of. And now, for one of the most controversial discoveries of all, the London hammer. In 1936, a hammer was found encased in rock near London, Texas, and the rock itself is estimated to be over 100 million years old. The hammer has a wooden handle that partially fossilized and a head made of iron with a purity level that defies known ancient smelting techniques. How could a human-made tool be embedded in rock that predates the dinosaurs? Skeptics argue the dating is flawed or the rock formed around the hammer more recently. But even if that's true, it still raises a profound question. How much of human history has been buried, literally and figuratively, beneath the surface? When we look at these 5 artifacts together, a clear pattern begins to emerge. They don't just question isolated facts, they suggest a much larger mystery. That human civilization might not be a straight line from primitive to advanced, but a series of forgotten peaks and collapses. Civilizations rising, reaching astonishing heights, and then disappearing without a trace. What if some of that knowledge survived? What if some of it was recorded in myths, legends, and in objects left behind, waiting for us to find them? These artifacts challenge us to think bigger, to let go of what we think we know, and to embrace the possibility that history is far more complex and far more fascinating than we've been told. If this video sparked your curiosity, you're not alone. The past holds secrets that are still being uncovered, and we're just getting started. So if you want to keep exploring these mysteries, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because in the next video, we'll investigate an ancient city that shouldn't exist according to official history. And now it's your turn. Which of these 5 artifacts shocked you the most? Could they really be evidence of a lost chapter in our story? Or is it all just coincidence? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay curious.